Rox D. Xebec has been finally revealed in One Piece chapter 1154. How do we feel about it, guys? How do we feel about it?
Oh man, great time to be a One Piece fan.
Great time to have eyes. Great time to have feelings, man.
Like last chapter when we talked about it, I think I said like, oh yeah, we could see Rox, and it was like just a sidebar. Like we were like, oh yeah, maybe Rox will show up in the flashback. And like, holy shit!
Like when we said that last time, I was like, maybe his silhouette will show up in the next chapter.
Yeah, maybe the Rox silhouette. Like, maybe Big Mom will be in the next chapter. Maybe.
But no,
like it was all.
I mean,
it was the Rox introduction panel.
Yeah, I mean this like. We were saying like, you know, it could go from Harald into Loki, but like I think this flashback's gonna be a little longer than we thought.
Yeah,
like
I think so.
I think we're gonna get a dedicated Rox chapter, at least one.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be about Rox and Harald's, and because we've already seen like Loki's interaction with Rox. I don't think it's gonna get any deeper than that. Like we've already seen Loki going to Rox and getting rejected and beat up.
I
think it's gonna because like there's a jump from the Loki we see in this chapter and the Loki we saw at the end of like that one.
Do you think so?
Flashback.
I think this is like, I don't think Rox
not a jump in time, a jump in character.
Yeah, true. So you think like that's at the end of Rox's stay on Elbaph, Loki learns enough about him to want to join his crew based on certain things that happen.
I think there has to be some interact. I don't know how crazy it'll be, but like we need to see the Loki Rock scene that is similar to the Shanks Luffy scene, if that makes any sense.
And so, and we don't even see just Rock's face, but we also get the confirmation that he is Blackbeard's father.
Bro, I got this spoiled for me by a suggested Instagram post. Wasn't even following them, and they put it on the cover image.
Okay, wait, Micah, tell Jacob what the post was, because it's actually kind of cool.
Okay, so yeah, it is kind of interesting. I thought that, okay, before I say this, it was so absurd that I didn't think it was a spoiler. I was like, oh, they're just making shit up. Like, there's no way this comes up next chapter. And that's because the post was Ace and Blackbeard fighting, like their big face-off. And it had a caption of, like, the sons of the King of the Sea, or, like, sons of, like, the Emperors of the Sea or something fight up.
Yeah, it is like
face off.
That is kind of cool.
It is kind of like crazy.
To be honest, that makes it seem like low-key like a revenge moment for Blackbeard. He's like, your dad killed my dad, but maybe 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 Roger worked with the government to defeat Rox during God Valley. And that's what it's implied. So Roger spelled the downfall of Rox. And so Blackbeard capturing Ace could be, well, he didn't know. No one knew that Ace was Roger's son. But I think it's like
Blackbeard just like a Blackbeard could have known, but I think like it could also just be like a twist of fate, like a fate thing, where like their sons also like fought.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny because I told you I was like trying to read this panel by panel, and as soon as I saw this reveal of like the character, I was like, oh my god, this is Rox. And I scrolled and then I saw it's Rox, and the first thing I did was like look at the character, because like I wasn't expecting anything underneath that Rox D. Xebec thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, we're seeing Rox. And I was just like analyzing every feature, and I was like, okay, yeah, obviously it looks like Blackbeard. It could be Blackbeard. And I was like looking at pictures of Blackbeard. I was looking at pictures of Buggy. I was like looking at pictures like of their eyelashes. I was looking at everything. And then I go back to the page and I zoom out and it says Father of Emperor Blackbeard. I was like, Oda's just like telling us, like right there.
I think he was like, okay, it's obvious enough. He looks like Blackbeard. So I'll just tell you. I'll just let you know.
Yeah. I like that. So like the recent, I don't know how tapped in you guys are with like the theory side of One Piece or YouTube and shit like that, but like the recent quote unquote drama is like a translation of like Oda saying he doesn't like theories, and like I wonder if this is just like, man, fuck you guys. Like, here, this is just what it is. You don't have to think.
That'd
about
be really
it. Like,
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, so Rox is the biological father of Blackbeard, but Blackbeard has D, but not Rox. It's Marshall D Teach. So he took Ace. He took his mother's name.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
that's exactly what I was gonna get to.
So I mean, and then when Whitebeard finds him, he said, "Oh, another orphan." So both of his parents are dead by the time that Whitebeard finds him. So I mean, it could be that it's another, like, if the parallel to Ace continues, that it could be another like merging of 2D like families together. Like if like it's a Marshall D together, like it could be very similar to Ace in that sense, and
it could be.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But
I mean, I did wonder who this mystery woman. More mystery women.
There's so many mystery mothers, like Shanks' mother, now Blackbeard's mother, Luffy's mother. So many, like,
Luffy's mother. Yeah. I also like. Well, it's interesting because it says like future captain the Rocks Pirates. So like they're not the Rocks Pirates right now.
Yeah, they're not the Rocks. So Whitebeard, Shiki, and the OG Stussy.
Stussy?
Yeah, that's not Gloriosa. She doesn't have the snakes.
Yeah,
that's the OG Stussy.
I couldn't tell really from
those three were like sliding with Rocks,
like
pre Rocks Pirates.
I mean, this is pre-Pirates. Like this is like pirates weren't really a thing yet. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense that they weren't like. It kind of makes sense to me that they're not like a pirate crew yet. Mm-hmm. But it is interesting that this faction exists. Like why? Like what is the common goal that they could even have? You know what I mean? Like it seems like when we were introduced,
that is Shiki. He's the.
I also want to talk about him for like a second in a moment, but like it's just interesting. Like when the first idea was thrown of the Rocks Pirates, it seems like they were all individual pirates that came together for a common cause. But it seems like this core group have a similar alignment, which really. So I was always on the side that Rocks is actually like kind of good, and I still am. Yeah, because Whitebeard is there, and
like Whitebeard would not fuck with him if he's not a good guy in some like
especially pre-Pirates. That feels like really strange to me.
He looks angry. If that means anything,
I mean that's just like his demeanor. But like Whitebeard has like, if you're going with like a morality test here, I feel like Whitebeard has always been like on the side of like good, more or less. But yeah, that is like super interesting, and he's admiral level at least.
Yes.
Because
I want to get into that. But in the top right, Mountain gets sliced,
cut in half. Yeah.
Rocks is
I think that's Shiki, right?
Is Rocks doing this? Does Rocks have the Ope Ope no Mi in the past?
No. Wait, that could be a red herring because like. He's saying I have both of these questions. I think he's just putting out two, like, I have two questions for you.
So you think Shiki cut the Mountain?
I think that's what I was thinking, like because there's a sword, or maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. He could have the Ope. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That'd be nuts.
Because
I don't know. The way I saw that was like he's just like, I have two questions for you.
So. This is what I was cooking like in the 20 minutes between me reading this and us on the call.
Right.
So for some reason, Rocks infiltrates the Reverie, kills an admiral, and leaves for some reason. Yeah. And it was theorized by Ivankov that the reason why Imu is immortal is because he got the Ope Ope no Mi surgery, like immortality surgery. So that would mean that the Ope Ope no Mi is in the world government's possession. So could the reason why Rocks went like Blackbeard, like father, like son, he's chasing after the most powerful devil fruits, could the reason be to steal the Ope Ope no Mi? And also remember when Law fought Blackbeard made a note on the Ope Ope no Mi. He was like, I would like to have that fruit.
Yeah. I'm. That is really interesting. Well, I mean, your theory. I like the idea of. I mean, I'm going to backpedal a little bit because there's a lot to uncover here. I like your idea of like him going after the fruit. The most like subtract this chapter and like that one panel. The most logical implication is like he went after the Yami Yami no Mi, and then like Blackbeard went to go get his father's fruit later. But like. Wait, I like the idea.
That's the dark fruit that Blackbeard has.
Oh, like Blackbeard's fruit. Yeah. I mean, I do like the idea that the Ope Ope no Mi was like in the possession of Marijoa until he took it down. But then, like,
where was it found?
It ends with Drake's dad in that one icy.
It just place. ends up just being in the black market, not even in a chest, like in the black market, like. Just some pirates in the North Blue end up with it, and they're gonna sell it. So like if Rox dies in God Valley, fucking anyone on that island would be able to get it, you know? Like just by happenstance would be able to get it.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of like that idea. I'm still not sold that he has it yet, but I do like the idea.
Would this give the government reason to side with Roger instead of Rox? Was there any reason before that during the God Valley incident?
It was like a mutual gain situation where they were both just like they have a common enemy. That's like what happened, really.
Right.
It wasn't like so. It's not like they enlisted Roger to get.
Yeah. But like, I guess Rox would be the type of person to just not want to work with the government. I don't know. I was just thinking like.
So okay. Could it have been a toss-up? Directly. So what happened at God Valley? Rox directly took like some treasure that was important to the government, right? Isn't that what the wording was? Like,
it was the other way around.
Some important treasure.
The treasure was from Hachinosu, which was Rox's domain. The government took it.
Took it from him.
Took it from him. They took it from Pirate Island and were using it like some of the stuff as the prizes for God Valley.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Okay.
Never mind.
And then Roger was just there for beef.
And then Roger heard that the Rox pirates were going to be there, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm going there too."
Turn up.
And then Garp heard that Roger was going to be there. And he was like, "Fuck."
And then he was like, "Turn up."
Yeah.
But so the timeline of the Rox pirates. This is from a Reddit comment in the Reddit thread. So just to get it exactly lined up. The earliest Rox entry in the timeline is now the Reverie assassination.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
That was 56 years ago.
I want to talk about that too, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll just lay out the timeline. The earliest Rox anything in the story now is 56 years ago when he kills an admiral at the Reverie. Then 8 years after that, they're on Elbaph. Rox pirates don't exist yet. So this like the Rox like solo shit. See, like it seems that he raided Marijoa by himself.
By himself, yeah, I think so. I think so too. Yeah.
And then hold on, I gotta scroll down. Then 44 years ago, so 4 years after this Elbaph flashback, the Rox pirates get created with Kaido and Big Mom. So there's still 4 years in between this and when the Rox pirates happen, and then 6 years after that.
4 years after. Wait, 4 years after this panel.
Yes,
Rox
4 years. 4 years after Rox lands on Elbaph, the Rox pirates are created, and then 6 years after that, which is 38 years ago, God Valley incident. Then he dies, presumably. Okay. So those are the 4 timeline entries of Rox. But interestingly, 56 years ago is the same year that Sengoku joins the Marines. And Akainu is also 55 years old. Could the admiral that Rox killed be Akainu's father?
His dad? Everyone's dad is just...
Bro.
like imagine Akainu isn't even born yet.
The parallels will be
isn't even
crazy.
born yet.
Yeah.
And he gets born into a world where his dad is killed by a pirate, and that's why he hates pirates. Yeah. Because we don't know who these admirals are. Like maybe it's Kong.
These admirals are like way beyond.
Like maybe it's like Kong's like era, you know, that like those frauds, you know.
It's probably Kong's era.
Rox,
those frauds.
Rox kills Akainu's dad, and then Akainu kills Ace, which means Akainu's
out of pocket, honestly.
So like
out of pocket.
Wait, he made it easier. He just made it easier for the Rox bloodline.
Akainu's a fraud, dude.
This is setting up the Akainu v Blackbeard battle.
I guess.
That's gonna be his redemption.
It's a while.
Blackbeard.
I just want to say, wait, one thing really quick. It's on Shiki. I mean, so this was a theory for a long time, but this kind of really settles it for me. Shiki's probably from Wano, right? He's got to be from Wano.
Yeah.
Look at that attire.
Mm-hmm.
That attire is like so. My theory before was like they went to Wano and he just liked their style.
Mm-hmm.
But like this reads like he's from Wano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, like the two sword style. They're like very, very like samurai style blades, and he's got their attire like separately. He's got his own swag separately from the rest of them. Yeah. So I mean, maybe Shiki is from Wano.
I wonder if like Rox like visited like certain places in the world and was just like recruiting people.
Yeah,
and like
it's possible
before it was like piracy. Like,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it is like a lot. There's a lot. It's crazy.
So this Reverie incident also lines up with Brooke being a Merjois guard at the time, or maybe
really 56 years ago.
Yeah, because Brooke was on the ocean for 40 years, right?
Yeah, but wasn't he in the Rumbar Pirates for like?
Yeah, he was in the Rumbar Pirates, and
it doesn't say how long he was in the Rumbar Pirates.
Let me look this up. I think you might be right, but
it's under my impression that the Rumbar Pirates weren't a thing for that long. Like maybe like a year or two.
No, you're right. They probably weren't for that long, but 58 just feels like a little too short for me. I don't know. Let me just look that up. But I think you're probably right.
So if we like take with this new information revealed in the volume edition of that one of the Gunko reveal chapter, that Gunko is a saint, like is a celestial dragon, like a part of a celestial dragon family. For some reason that was omitted from the
I saw something like that, like maybe Gunko was married into a celestial dragon family.
Potentially, yes. But
yeah, sorry.
So even like there is a potential case where Gunko as a child is a celestial dragon and Brooke is her guard in Merjois, and Merjois is the certain kingdom that he said that he led a battle convoy for. So
okay, you're right, Jake. How many years ago was it? 58.
It was 58.
So yeah, 52 years ago, broke sail with the Rumbar Pirates.
So that's 6 years gap.
It just works
so
out.
So Brooke would be not a skeleton. He would be not a pirate yet. If he was there, either like I think Brooke's gonna be at this Reverie incident no matter what. I think either his kingdom, not Merjois, like his random ass island kingdom, he's gonna be like a guard for the king there, or he's gonna be a Merjois guard. And,
exactly.
And if it makes more sense for that second one for me personally, because his relationship with Gunko and then her being a celestial dragon, it would make sense if he was like her personal guard when she was a kid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open to all those ideas. I also want to say really quick, because I think it will be pointed out, even though we don't know what this means yet. Another character in the books with something over their left eye.
Yes, you're right.
Another character who happens to also be a D.
That's a scar, right? I think it's a scar.
I can't even tell. It's a very stylistic scar.
It's either a scar or a tattoo.
Yeah, it could be like a birthmark. I don't even know what it is. Like, it's like very hard to tell from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is like not what it is at all. But like Dr. Stone, all those characters have like things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no idea what it could be.
Well, I think that, I mean, like, Blackbeard's ship's name being the Saber of Xebec kind of answers the question of if he knows that he's Xebec's son. That's like, he does know that. Because why the fuck would he name it after him? Like, it would just be a crazy coincidence if he was a big fan of him and also didn't know that he was his son. I think he knows that he's Rock's son.
I think he does. I'm wondering. So that's the more interesting question. Is like, did Whitebeard know? To me, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I was Whitebeard, I'd be like.
I went back and looked at the panel of the Odin flashback when Teach joined the Whitebeard Pirates. It was very unceremonious. Like, Whitebeard was off screen. Like he just says like it's just like, oh, another orphan. He's like, my name is Teach, can I please join you? And he said, okay, get on. Like, but like Whitebeard's like off screen. We don't even see Whitebeard's face when he sees him. So like,
I don't think he knew when I meant like I mean, they look very similar.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like later in life their characteristics are similar.
Well,
he even named the ship the same. Like, I don't know if their characteristics are similar, my bad. I don't know if that's true.
Whitebeard, he is the type of person to keep a secret, to conceal certain things about his crewmates if it would affect them negatively. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't tell anyone that Ace was Roger's son. So, damn, wait, Whitebeard had Rox and
both, Roger's son both sons.
Crew.
That is
crazy. Maybe, damn, maybe he did it for that. He knew about the God Valley, like, face-off, so maybe he did that in order to try and protect them from, like, in family fighting, because that was his whole thing, is like, I want to create a family, right? But also,
that's what I was about to say. I think like his whole thing is like chosen family. So I don't think he really cares about their fathers. Maybe, you know?
Yeah.
Like to them, they're just his sons. Like he always called them his sons.
Yeah. And maybe that's what Whitebeard admired in Rox initially. Like maybe that was like Rox's thing, but like I don't know. They're like the Rox pirates were always like bickering, like in like any of the small things we've got of them, they were like don't seem like they were a tight knit crew. But maybe they were
that's why I'm kind of impressed by this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like this feels like there's nothing to gain from being with Rox at this point right now. You know what I mean? Like like it's the same reason when Luffy got his initial crew, the East Blue, like they all joined because they just liked Luffy or whatever, like you know, they saved him from whatever. But yeah, I think this feels like more reminiscent of like the East Blue 5 than like what eventually becomes like Rox's crew. But yeah, I mean, it's super cool that we're seeing it. This is super.
I mean, they might have just saw like what he did in the Reverie and then kind of fuck with that, and so he had that like context already. They're like, yeah, we don't really like these admirals.
I don't know. Does this seem? You think like this Reverie incident was like a big massive event? Because like,
dude, yes, Admiral was murdered.
Like,
I guess
they would take that chance to like villainize him as much as possible.
Shit goes down at the Reverie.
Before, you're right. Before I forget. Okay, so Harald was undercover at the Reverie, right? He was supposed to be like a nobody because like he was not a king. He was joined as like one of the guards, right?
At that one, but at the one that Shanks was talking about, he is actually.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking. I'm talking about the specific one 58 years ago. He was just a guard, and he's a nobody, and his cover was gonna be blown if not for this event. Is what he says, right? What's interesting is if he was such a nobody, why does Rox know him or care or you know what I mean? Why is Rox asking for Harald?
I mean,
that's like super interesting to me. Like
he ran into him. He said he ran into him. He said Harald ran into Rox at the Reverie.
I guess. But I wonder... Yeah, I'm really interested to see where this goes. Because, like... I mean, you know, when a problem is arise, when Harold's talking about how, like, he's having diplomacy issues in this chapter, and, like, Jarl says it's not your fault. It's, like, a bigger force. It's the system itself, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have a character come at the end asking for Harald. It almost seems like somehow Rox has a solution to Harold's problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what that could be. Previously, I thought, like, Harald would deal directly with Emu, but, like, maybe Rox knows about Emu now or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe Rox tells Harald to make a deal.
You think Rox has made a deal?
Maybe. Like, I think this would go along with the idea that Blackbeard will try to swindle Emu with a contract.
Yeah.
Like, what if Rox had a contract? What if Rox told Harald about the contracts? Like, what if that was, like, the devil on the shoulder, so to say? Oh, this might have to go.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like I'm still on the boat that I'm still on the boat. Hell yeah. I'm still on the boat that Rox is a good guy, quote unquote good guy. Obviously, like, killing an admiral on its own seems a little questionable.
Yeah,
but I feel like just by the fact that Whitebeard is here, and, you know, the government labeling a bad person as bad, or a person as bad, is always like questionable to me. It leads me to think that Rox is not all bad.
Yeah,
at least not yet. But yeah.
So
do you want to?
Yeah, we can circle back to the beginning of the chapter. Cover story.
But, dude,
this one is interesting.
Something.
This one is interesting.
This is really interesting
because I looked. This could only be one person, and it might be a
one character. It's Ryuma, right? Wait, what? Is it not Ryuma?
Okay. There is. Well, that if it's Ryuma, it's assuming that Ryuma is like Zoro and didn't come from Wano. He, like, was born in the West Blue and then went to Wano.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading it.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Like, somehow, cool. I mean, I don't know, like, because we don't even know what the time frame of Ryuma is, but like, I mean, if, you know, at one point Wano's borders were not closed, like, maybe Ryuma did travel here, and then he became... what if he brought samurai culture to Wano? I don't know. I'm just saying anything at this point, but like, I mean, wait, so what did you think it was?
So, there's one dead character who is in the From the West Blue tab on the wiki, who is related to Wano, potentially, and it is the zombie that Zoro's soul went into in Thriller Bark.
Oh... No, that's hilarious. That's really funny. That's really funny. Yeah, I remember that character.
So the fact that it says hero is interesting, but there is a dead character who is related to Wano who might not have been bored from Wano, and we do see Ulti in page 1 running towards it. Maybe it's Hanafuda's grave, potentially. But Hero kind of throws that off, I think.
True. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna... I mean, it seems like an insane thing to reveal in, like, a note. I mean, hopefully, as much as I want this story to end, hopefully we get, like, one more just to explain what the hell they're talking about here. But I mean, like, wasn't it Ryuma's grave, like, in Ringo? Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Am I tweaking? Didn't we know that? I thought it was Ryuma's grave in Ringo.
I mean, Zoro dropped off Shusui in Ringo, but he never, like, went to the grave. But was it like said that?
Yeah, but like, didn't like Kinemon say like they stole from a grave? Like Shusi was stolen from a grave.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I think the most logical answer, like just straightforward answer, is Ryuma, unless there's something else that we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but that's still crazy if Ryuma is originally not from Wano.
Yeah, and I mean that parallels Zoro even more. Like Zoro from the East Blue, trained in Wano for some amount of time, and if that's like Ryuma, then that's pretty cool.
This is, I don't know if I'm going to send you this really old theory. There's like this guy on YouTube. I might have told you about him before. His name's like Marco the Theorist. He makes like one video every 4 years.
Yeah.
And like he came up, like when Film Red was coming up, he had this like huge Shanks theory that was like really awesome and like hits some really, really good points. I can't remember how well it holds up, but it was really good at the time. But his whole theory was that like more and more we're learning that like he's like the first guy who predicted that God Valley was in the West Blue. Like he was the first guy to say that online. At least I saw. And like he was saying like more and more like the West Blue has like a lot of importance. Like Dink Sake is from the West Blue. Like Ohara. Like all these like things are happening in the West Blue, and like this is another note. If it is Ryuma, that's from the West Blue. And like he was saying, like if you really want to go into the parallel of like Luffy and Sun Wukong, like it's a journey from the east to the west. Like the East Blue through the Grand Line. If you get out, you get through the west. And he was saying like is the One Piece in the West Blue actually.
If the ancient, they never said the Ancient Kingdom was in the Grand Line. Ancient Kingdom could have been in the West Blue.
Yeah, they don't say anything, and like I feel like more and more Oda's being like very like undeterministic of where things are.
What if Ryuma was from the Ancient Kingdom, which is in the West Blue, and was like friends with Joy Boy or something, and then that could track in my opinion. And then like post Void Century, he ends up It says was brought up in Ringo, which to me it seems that he like grew right. Like whoever this is grew up in Wano, but he was born in the West Blue.
That's true. That's true. He could be like from like heritage wise from the Ancient Kingdom, but grew up in the West or grew up in Wano. I don't know. I think it apparently Slater Dragon too. So
like we're nearing what I believe is the end of this cover story, and this is a hint of something, like the first hint of something in so long. So like so like it seems like West Blue is important, like that little note is important.
I hope so, because I think it's really cool. I think like the more and more we're learning about the West Blue, the cooler it is.
All right, so we got
it's why I told Chen to not do the D&D story in the West Blue. It's because of shit like this.
So we get little reminder that Big Mom fucked shit up, killed Yorl. But then
cool here.
But then it's blamed on Loki. It's blamed on Loki's birth because Estrid kept saying that shit till she died. And
hater.
Yeah, literally. This character was introduced a chapter ago. Just a hater her entire existence, dies one chapter later. Like, the most pure hater in the series.
Worst mom ever, dude. What the hell?
So, I mean, and then...
I have a question. Do you, like... I don't think it happened because that would be, like, crazy, but you don't... Because she says, like, gouge those eyes out. Like, do you think they just covered it up, right? Like, there's no shot. Like, they actually
when Loki's in the underworld by himself at the end.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so stupid. Yeah. I forgot we see his eyes. I'm so dumb.
They just covered the eyes when he's not in the underworld.
Yeah.
So I mean, Loki gets completely abandoned. It says he gave up on love when he was a baby, which is very sad. Which also foreshadows Lola. Sad. And makes it even more sad that like he rediscovers love at one point and then gets rejected.
That's so sad. My boy Loki. When they're being mean to Loki.
When they're being mean to Loki in the Elbaph arc. So Elbaph is going through fucking dire straits. Like there's a famine, there's like terrible ass weather. Like the certain villages start raiding other villages on Elbaph while Harald is gone because the rations are like, or like the food supply is just so low. But I really like this scene. Like it was making me a little emotional. Like when Harald returns and he like there's like all the ships from like so many different human kingdoms.
The anime's gonna cook with that, man.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think it is like really emotional because like this is another arc similar to Wano, but like this is like in a different level, I guess. But where famine and hunger and all these like horrible things happen, and connecting the world is like what like solves it, you know, like
it is a sort of like, you can compare this very very closely to Wano. Like Wano was a closed country, they had no help, so the hunger continued until Luffy showed up. But like comparatively, Elbaph's famine lasted until Harald came back with his companions. And I just love the gesture of like human societies donating enough food to feed giants. Like that's awesome. That's so awesome.
And I like the line at the end. It's like, if these good folks are ever in a pinch, it'll be our job to return the favor with all our might. And I mean, it just like Harald was the GOAT. Like he was the GOAT.
I'm sorry we ever doubted you, Harald. I'm so sorry we ever doubted you.
Something clearly happened. I'm sorry, Harald.
Something clearly happened. But like, I wonder.
This is props to Oda, because like now it makes it feel more understandable why everyone doubted Loki.
Yeah,
because Harald was just so goated.
And Loki was an asshole, understandably, but he was like
understandably asshole.
We see that he was an asshole. He was terrorizing the country, but for a valid reason, because he got absolutely deprived of any love. Like his father was away 100% of the time, and his mother threw him out of the castle and hated him and spread terrible lies about him to the entire country, and the entire country
and everyone
blames everything on him, and he's just like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna take all my friends from the underworld and like conduct raids on your villages. And like, but it's interesting that he still feels some sort of pride for being Harald's son, because he calls himself the Prince of Elbaph, and he chastises Hajrudin for not being the pure like heir of Elbaph. Like he says himself. It's interesting.
I think it's kind of like you play the cards you're dealt kind of situation, where like he doesn't have much, but like what he does have is the title.
Yeah.
And maybe he just like feels like he has to use that. And obviously like I feel like, you know, there's a line where like it's not filling the hole in his void, or the void in his heart or whatever. Oh, and like he's trying to like just do something.
Like he can't even kill himself. He's like Kaido.
That's the first. I'm not gonna lie. Wait. Sorry, a little tangent. As soon as they saw the chapter saying I can't die or something like that, I was like, hey, hold on.
But yeah, I mean, he's pulling off Kaido feats, and he's like, or I guess he would be like like 20 now, or like Colin's age. You
something
think?
Like that. Yeah, something like that. 20. Yeah.
But he's pulling off Kaido feats as an adolescent, jumping off and surviving.
By the way, this chapter kind of just like throws all the Kaido stocks.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's over. It's unless Harald was unfaithful during his voyages. What happened at the Reverie, Harald? What happened at the Reverie, Harald? Kaido was born. Kaido was born at the Reverie, and then the king of the Vodka Kingdom took him back. We see that Ida is the one who started that tavern that Shanks was at.
Yeah.
So she's not there anymore. She's not at that bar anymore. She's probably very dead.
Oh, Mike has got some chats. He said, It's like Bakugo and Deku when you really think about it. Loki and Hajrudin. Like, sure, man. Wait, okay, no, that was in the moment funny. Okay, I guess we just completely butchered Michael's joke. I'm sorry, Michael. I'll keep your tab open now.
So, this like until like literally right now, I was waiting for some like clarification on where the hell that tavern was, because like I was like, kid just
no, we knew.
No, I knew it was on the realm of the dead, but like I was like, that place is supposed to be a fucking barren wasteland. Like kid just pulled up to like a tavern and there was a bunch of like happy shit going on, but then like it gets explained here that
it's like right by the coastline.
It's by the coastline, so like it's fine, like it's chill, like it's under, or it's like out from under the canopy of Elbaph, so like it doesn't get the like the shadow of coldness.
Yeah,
I guess that I think that's pretty cool world building. But I was like where is that? Like, why is there a tavern in the underworld? But that makes perfect sense now. Then we get to Jarl's house, and I think Jarl's house
is interesting.
Is sneakily important because
really the house,
not the house itself, but like the conversation that happens during. Or like when they're at Jarl's house.
I have some things to say.
Jarl's house is cool as fuck. It's like on a cloud. It's like way high up. Like Jarl's living the life, man. He's got a cool ass house.
Yeah.
But Jarl tells Harald about this clan, this group of giant shipwrights called.
It's just Galley-La. Like it's the same thing.
Galley-La, like it is Galley-La. Like so. Galley-La.
It's the same. So it says right there that it's a pun. I guess like it's retroactively a pun. It's implying that Galley-La is a pun of this.
So like they're imitating the giant shipwrights.
I think that's the implication.
But remember that I just rewatched Fishman Island. And I was just thinking about this line because I was like, what the hell were they talking about? The Sea Kings said when they pulled the Noah to their safety, we will need that clan to rebuild the Noah. Is that clan the Galley-La giant shipwrights?
Whoa. Really? It says clan?
It says that clan.
Wait, that's crazy. So... Wait, who says it? Who says it?
The Sea Kings to themselves. Like they don't say it out loud.
Like, really?
They like telepathy it to each other. They're like, the Noah is too destroyed to complete its task. We will need it to be rebuilt. And they were like, we would need that clan to rebuild it.
It sounds like you got a lock and a key here. Like, I feel like that seems like a very good answer.
And it's a big ass ship.
So what's implied is that, well, Jarl got the final letter himself. So they're not like insanely old. They're like, I mean, I guess they could be like generational, I guess, but the latest generation at least was not insanely old.
I think at least they existed during the Void Century and might have built Noah. I think. Like
they might have built it all.
I'm ready to. Do you think they built all the ancient weapons too?
We don't have anyone else
like
right now.
Built Pluton and the Noah. I mean, we don't know how. Pluton is.
Yeah, we don't. Doesn't it feel right for them to make Pluton if like Galley-La, like there's just so many like
that makes
links.
Sense. That does make sense.
Tom was a fisherman. Yeah, Tom was a fisherman too. Is all like there is like lots of links here.
Yeah, like why the fuck did Tom have the? Whoa! Why did Tom have the?
There's a lot of links.
Why did Tom have the blueprints in the first place? And Tom built the ship out of atom wood.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of links here. There's a lot of links here. There's a lot of links here.
We're cooking. What is this link between the Fishmen and the Giants? And I mean, Harald was talking about his trip to Fishman Island.
He did, yeah. He said that.
And his trip to Wano. He went to the two places where ancient weapons are, and now we're getting this ancient giant shipwright clan that could have built the ancient weapons. We might be cooking.
Look, I think just by the factor that like Galley-La is like, I think it's pretty much confirmed that like Tom was made Galley-La in homage to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me feel like he like knows about them like completely.
Did Tom make Galley-La? Didn't Iceberg make Galley-La?
Yeah. Oh wait, was it just like Tom's shipping company?
It was Tom's workers, but.
Still, I don't know why.
Still, Tom could have
I could
told Iceberg about them. You know,
the story, about these guys. I mean, I wonder if Tom told Frankie too, and like Frankie like is aware of like these guys as well.
And maybe that's why
Micah just said. Micah just said, "What if the Giants helped build Water 7?"
True. It is not an island. It is.
Yeah, it is like a man-made. City. Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not true. It is an island. It is an island, but the island itself is sinking.
Wasn't it? Oh yeah, the island was sinking, and they have to keep
it's Iceberg's plan to make it not an island. It's Iceberg's plan to make it a floating city. Yeah. But it is like a feat of engineering. So maybe the Giants did help build Water 7, but I really like the idea of Tom somehow through his Fishman Island heritage, through the Galley-La original Giants building the Noah, knowing about this, knowing about the Atom Tree, building the Oro Jackson out of the Atom Tree, having the Pluton blueprints for some reason, and then telling Iceberg and maybe Frankie, and that's why Frankie would know how to use the Atom Wood as well, about these ancient legendary giant shipwrights, and then Iceberg going and naming his company after these ancient giant shipwrights. Did we ever get confirmation? Oh, this would be so long ago. I don't know about this, if any of us remember this detail, but do we know why the world government started suspecting Iceberg of having the Pluton blueprints? Do we know why?
Because they never got it from Tom. But I think that's what it was.
They suspected Tom for having the Pluton blueprints? Why?
I think so. What? Wait, no. They went after Tom. Why did they go after Tom? Oh, because he helped make the Oro Jackson. That's why.
They went after Tom for making the Oro Jackson. But why did they go after Iceberg? They knew that Iceberg had the blueprints. That's why they went after him. That's why CP9 was there.
But so they were aware of Pluton. They were aware of like Pluton blueprints existing on Water 7. I mean, that's why they sent CP7. CP9. I'm tweaking. CP9 was they were a part of Galley-La for like how many years? Like a lot of years, right?
Yeah,
like
a ton of years. Yeah, like 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
So do you think that like Imu and the Gorosei saw Galley-La being named after the Galley-La giants and took that as a sign of suspicion to start investigating them? Because I don't know if we got any confirmation for why they got investigated in the first place.
But here's the thing. It's like there was I feel like it's a little hard to say because at least while reading it through the first time, it feels very much that like the reason CP9 is there, if you take all the ancient weapon stuff around, everything else away, it feels like a personal grudge from Spandam.
Yeah,
and he just wants to get these guys. You know what I mean? Like, and it almost reads as if like the government's like, hey, you don't have to do all that, but like Spandam's like, I really want to get these guys. You know what I mean? So I can't say for sure if like Emu was like, yeah, whatever.
Well, at this point, why would they not be suspicious? If if the government sees a
Galley-La
shipwright company named after the giants that are presumably from the ancient or from the Void Century, they're like, hey, what the hell? What are these guys doing? They're conveying info, like however abstracted it is, but they're conveying info from.
What's interesting is like, well, okay, you're right, but like, what's interesting is like Harald refers to them as a myth. So like, maybe the defense is like, you know, it's like naming your shipping company like Odysseus or something, like, you know what I mean? It's like a story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really hard to say. I will say, like, Warhammers, I mean, you got an interesting hammer coming up soon.
Yeah.
Could they be related?
Yeah, like could Ragnir be a hammer from the Galley-La giants?
The Shipwrights use? That'd be fire.
That would be fire.
Like, I already know, like, I'm just gonna say, like, this like the silhouette that we get of like the giant in the center, strangely detailed for an Oda silhouette. Like, are we gonna see this character?
Yeah, potentially. And then we get two groups of mythologized giants. We get the Galley-La giants, and then we get the army of giants that were frozen in the continent, which is Oars, right? That's Oars,
true.
Right?
It's got to be Oars. That's 1,000,000% Oars. I mean, Ural says it, like 100 warriors were taken prisoner, including the ancient giants. Like, what the hell do they come up against? You know what I mean? Like, that's like that. They seem like raw. Like, they seem like actually good at what they do. Like, I wonder, like, what could possibly have stopped them?
Could this be also maybe some of them were the frozen giants in Punk Hazard? Do you think?
Were there giants there? Am I tweaking? Were there giants?
I mean, they're pretty big. I think they're giants.
I don't remember. I've like
maybe
not
that could clue into like
in a long time.
Maybe Caesar was like experimenting on them to try to get the bloodline elements for gigantification. Maybe. Right.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm not too certain on that, but I think for certain that's Oars. Is the ancient, like, yeah, you said even the ancient giants were captured.
Wait. I'm just reading into this a little bit. Like, okay, let's say it is Oars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I read into the Oars thing, like, Oars' body was just like frozen by like natural disaster or something, right? Like, but over here, it makes it seem like. So I heard a story about a frozen army of giants. Did like Aokiji's fruit do that? Like,
true. You
know what I mean? Like, that's like, that seems like an offense, like the way you're talking about lingering animosity. It seems like an offensive move to like do all that. Okay, yeah, 500 years ago, Oars ravaged the seas, and he created a nation of villains.
Is that army a nation of villains?
Maybe. I mean, it's like pre-pirates.
Whoa, the League of Villains.
Wait, Nation of Villains? Loki reads like Hachinosu. I don't know. But I don't know anything.
I really like this 3 panels here of like Loki, like time lapse of Loki growing up, and then like the steward is just dead. Like Loki just killed him because he hated him.
So yeah. We were joking about this last chapter, but like, do you think like Loki just killed the horse and the steward, or like do you think they just happened and then he's smiling?
I think. Well, I mean, it's showing him committing acts of terror, like in this flashback. I think he did kill the steward and kill the horse, and he's just like, "You had it coming to you guys. Stop hating."
I like that we see more of Hajrudin and Loki's interactions.
Hajrudin
it's so sad.
Getting like actually physically beat up. So I mean, Hajrudin's hate.
It's like an emotional.
Hajrudin's hate towards Loki is also valid. There's just so like everyone's like valid in this flashback, except for Estrid.
Yeah. Actually, horrible. Yeah.
Everyone's valid except for Estrid and maybe Rox in the future and probably Emu in the future.
We'll see in one chapter.
Yeah. Hey, no break.
Dude,
we're gonna get like rocks.
No break. That's good.
No break. We're gonna get soon. Next chapter is gonna be Rock's doing shit for like the first time ever. Like on screen, Rock's doing shit.
Hopefully, we get some feats. We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully, he reveals that he has the Ope Ope no Mi.
That'd be crazy. That'd be nuts.